Today, we will be taking a quick glimpse of several attractions located just above the 79th Street Transverse, in Central Park, New York City. There are a series of lovely venues you can explore, including the Swedish Cottage Marionette Theatre, the Shakespeare Garden, the Belvedere Castle, and Turtle Pond. Our walk started at the Swedish Cottage Marionette Theatre. An early example of prefabrication architecture, this cottage was actually originally built in Sweden, and then shipped to the United States in two pieces. It was displayed in Philadelphia during the Centennial Exposition in 1876. After the exposition, it was relocated here, in Central Park, and in 1947 it became the headquarters of the Marionette Theatre. Today, it hosts delightful marionette performances for children and families, featuring tales like Puss in Boots and Peter Pan. The next stop was the Shakespeare Garden. This carefully curated garden features flowers and plants mentioned in Shakespeare's poems and plays. As you wander its paths, you'll find bronze plaques with quotes from his works, adding a literary layer to the natural beauty. The garden is not only a sanctuary for plant lovers, but also a peaceful retreat for those seeking solace and inspiration. Our final stop on this walk was to head to the prominent Belvedere Castle, which sits atop Vista Rock, the second highest natural point in Central Park. The best view of this massive outcrop is from the shores of Turtle Pond, which shows Belvedere Castle, made from the same stone, dramatically emerging from it. As such, we had to climb up a number of steps in order to get to the top of Vista Rock and reach the castle. Although the rock is a majestic feature of Central Park and provides a beautiful location for the Belvedere Castle, it also presented an obstacle when building the park. In order to create the 79th Street Transverse Road, engineers had to create a tunnel through the rock using gunpowder. At the top of the steps, you will see the castle directly ahead, across a large terrace. There are two covered areas on the terrace, a small one at the top of the stairs, and this larger area, which has steps down towards Turtle Pond that folks hang out and relax on. Speaking of Turtle Pond, you also get a great view of this 2-acre body of water from this covered terrace area. And of course, the pond is known for the many turtle species that call it home. 5 species of turtles inhabit the pond, including red-eared sliders, snapping, painted, musk, and box turtles. By far the most common are red-eared sliders. Unfortunately, most of the sliders were former pets, and they are now considered an invasive species because they crowd out other turtles and contribute to harmful algal blooms. Looking at the cityscape across the pond, you can see why this area is a popular place to relax and admire the panoramic views of Central Park. The entire terrace area on top of Vista Rock is referred to as the Belvedere, which is Italian for beautiful view. And with that, we turn to take a look at the iconic Belvedere Castle. The miniature castle originally had no windows or doors, as it was intended to just be an open-air lookout tower. Constructed out of Manhattan schist, the same bedrock of the Vista Rock on which it sits, the building was also designed as a high focal point in the landscape, drawing visitors to it. Starting in 1869, Belvedere Castle housed the New York Meteorological Observatory. The current weather station in Central Park moved to a location immediately south of the castle, though wind equipment is still located on the main tower. Today, the castle consists of a visitor center hosting community programs, a gift shop, and of course, the lookout tower, with its turret still being the highest point in the park. Inside, you climb a flight of steps, and from the top, you get access to unbelievable views. The gift shop is quite small, but it still has a nice selection of clothing and Central Park-related trinkets to purchase. And with that, we conclude our quick tour. Thanks for watching. Please like, follow, and subscribe.